Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Young Preach, better known as Pastor Magic, aka Tiger Woods of this Magic game. And today I have my first that I've done when a new set has came on board. Cause I got a new channel. You know what I'm saying? So it's my first Teck deck, fairly recent after Rivals of Ixalan dropped a couple days ago. And I definitely do apologize. I had this deck kind of planned, but couldn't record it because I was working like 50 hours this past couple days. You know what I'm saying? So it's been kind of but I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get this Teck deck and you're gonna love it. I know you is. Today I am doing my green red Samut Primal Dinosaur deck. And when I say primal, that means this deck is gonna stand out from the rest. It's gonna be real aggressive, and it's going to take a mid-range deck to a higher level, to a higher standard. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, if you're new to this channel, definitely go ahead, subscribe, like this video. If you're not new, definitely like this video, show some support, and let's just jump right into it. Alright, so if you see my last Teck deck build of my green-red Samut dinosaur deck, some of the cards that you're going to see are kind of familiar. I kind of just went through the dinosaur, the new set, you know what I'm saying? I filtered out just dinosaurs. And, I mean, it's a lot of dinosaurs out there that just came out. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are just like, you know what I'm saying? So, I kind of just upgraded my dinosaur deck from the last set, added the ones that I thought were really good, and and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So some of the cards you're gonna see are obviously old, but it's gonna be some new faces, and it's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's gonna be a real aggressive deck, and that's what I was looking for, a real aggressive dinosaur. So let's go ahead and get started. 4 copies of Huntmaster. I haven't really looked at anyone others, Teck decks, so I don't know if they're probably playing 2 of these, but I'm playing a whole play set because I want to get out my bigger dinosaurs as soon as possible. Like I told you, this is going to be a real aggressive deck, trample, haste. I want these fools out there quick, fast, in a hurry, doing some damage. I don't care if you chump block, I got trample. You know what I'm saying? So I'm playing 4 copies of Huntmaster and 4 copies of Drover of the Mighty. Now those 2 are the only, well, besides Samut, are the only non-dinosaurs in this deck. And I think they're needed. 1, dinosaur spells cost 1 less, and they can get haste. And Drover of the Mighty is just a mana dork. And when I have a dinosaur on the field, he's a 3/3 mana dork. So I'm saying, so he's doing more than just serving at a conduit. You know what I'm saying? Like just sitting there looking pretty, 2/2, can just chump block if needed. A 3/3 is a little bit tougher than a chump block. You know what I'm saying? So I'm playing 4 copies of each. I mean, getting them, on turn 2, getting it on turn 5. I don't really think it makes it different because once they're in play, it's going to help you next turn, no matter what, really. You know what I'm saying? So 4 copies of each. Let's go ahead and go to the 3 drops. I got Deathgorge, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Scavenger, and I got the Raptors. I call them the Raptor homies. These 2 is, I think it's a really important spot, and I noticed with the new set there's a lot of 3 and 4 drop dinosaurs, but I still couldn't find anything to replace these 2. One with Raging Raptors, it helps your land. I'm only running 24 lands. That still might be too high, but I need my lands now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be swinging all day with the Raptors. You know what I'm saying? Eventually they're going to get chump blocked or even killed. I will take that extra land or 2. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you see the cards that I have planned to end this game. I need my land now. It's my land and I need them now. You know what I'm saying? Scavenger, he I don't know, he definitely makes the game interesting. I'm running 4 copies of him. 1, if I'm playing against a deck that plays around with the graveyard, get that out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna have that for real. Or if I'm just getting hit in the air with, with flying creatures, or I'm losing life with a control deck, I can just go ahead, empty out my graveyard, my opponent's graveyard, and gain 2 life when I attack. You know what I'm saying? Or even when he gets into the battlefield. So I think, longevity is definitely important, especially for this deck. I need to keep creatures out there, and I need to keep my life as high as possible until I can kind of get into the swing of this deck. You know what I'm saying? So that's the real key thing with this deck. Creatures on the board and don't die until I can get my game finishers out there. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely plays an important part. Raging Raptors fixes my mana. I'm playing 3 colors. You know what I'm saying? So if I need that extra white land real quick, go ahead, sacrifice him. Just chump block or something. I don't know. And get that land. It's really important that I fix my land ASAP. Now for the 4-drops, once again, there were a lot of good 4-drop new dinosaurs out there. But I could not find anything better than Ripjaw Raptor. Now there's some that I was really tempting, like it's a 4-drop, 4/4, and every time he attacks, does run damage to every creature. I was really tempted to do like a, you know, deck that kind of, hurt my own creatures, then I trigger effect and all that good stuff. But I thought it'd be doing way too much. You know what I'm saying? I just want a one idea deck that just kills my opponent. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what other card is best when you can get card draw from it? And he's a 4/5 for a 4-drop. Like, I still don't really think that there's anything better than that. So it had to stay in the deck. And I'm only putting 3. At first, I was thinking 2 and playing 4 salmons, but I only got to, play this deck a couple times. So I really haven't really figured out, if I want 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? But for the sake of this video, I'm going to say 3 copies of Ripjaw Raptor and 3 copies of the Star of the Deck. And that's Samut the Tested. Now, you probably clicked the video, search, Samut the Tested decks, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a Star of the Deck, for real, for real. And this is why this deck needs to be aggressive. As you know, Samut is, I think personally, is one of the most aggressive planeswalkers out there. +1, I can give any creature double strike. And I mean, double strike is cool. That's good. But double strike creature with trample is even better. And as you see, some of my hard hitting creatures are gonna have trample. So you can trample like all you want. You're gonna take some damage, and you're gonna take it again, and you're gonna take it again, you're gonna take it again. You know what I'm saying? So I think double strike with trample is killer. You know what I'm saying? And its -2 ability, it's cool. It definitely will, like, I was going against this vampire deck. Their vampire decks is kind of, weak. They're flimsy, you know what I'm saying? They're like 2/1s, you know what I'm saying? I can go ahead and boom, boom, take out a couple of vampires, 1 toughness easily. Now, if it's something tougher than that, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But she can kind of protect herself, not to a big extent, but if you can get it done, it's cool. So her -2 isn't too bad, but her -7 is what makes this deck a lot more fun. You know what I'm saying? And definitely within the game. And when I go to my last 3 creatures, you would definitely see the -7 will be a very scary turn for your opponent. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and move on to the last 2 creatures. We got 3 copies of Mr. Alpha. I can't even pronounce Regisaur, I don't know, whatever. 3 copies of him. In my last deck, I had 4, I believe. Dropping it down to 3 because I actually found a new dinosaur that is kind of jumping in there. I think anytime that you can give something haste in a aggressive deck is always beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So that's really why he's in here. So when I start playing creatures, I can go ahead and swing with it. You know what I'm saying? And then plus I get, of course, a 3/3 trample creature. hello, you know what I'm saying? Double strike, 3/3, always beautiful. The new dinosaur that I found intriguing, that kind of helps the theme with the deck, is Crested Herdcaller. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a 5 drop, same as Regisaur Alpha, running 2 copies, and it has trample, 3/3s. That's cool. Whatever. For a 5 drop, I know a lot of people gonna say that's not even worth it. But when he drops, I get a 3/3 dinosaur with trample. So if I can, turn 5 play Regisaur's Alpha. If I have no other turn 6, go ahead and drop Crescent Hero Caller. Boom! I just got a 3/3 and another 3/3. You know what I'm saying? So now my board is huge. They got trample and they got haste. That's beautiful to me. And then next turn I play Salmon. Bam, double strike. I mean, do you see what I'm saying? So I mean, the core creatures besides the 3 that I'm about to show you kind of keeps the board state thick and wide. You know what I'm saying? These are not no 1/1 tokens. These are 3/3 with trample. You know what I'm saying? So if I can keep myself protected until my my 3 finishers come out, I'm good. So let's go ahead and introduce the 3 finishers of this deck. All right. And, pardon, these word names I'm not used to. So I'm not going to try to pronounce the first names of these cards. But I got 1 copy of each. 1 copy of Primal Hunger, 1 copy of Primal Calamity, and 1 copy of Sun's Avatar. Now, I'm going to start with my least favorite. I mean, I love all 3 of them. But I'm going to start with my least favorite and end with my favorite. My least favorite is Primal Hunger. Now, I know there's a lot of decks that are going to try to get him out turn 3, turn 4, or even turn 5, which is very possible with this deck. I'm not saying that it can't do it. It can. I'm dropping tokens. I got huge creatures. They're coming out an extra turn early because of my mana dorks, you know what I'm saying? So it's very possible you can get this out turn 5. You know what I'm saying? If I can get it in the gameplay, I would definitely show you. But it's cool. That's why I only got 1 copy. I don't want to see 2 of these at once in my hand. Definitely not. Once again, it has trample. And if I have Samut out and I can go ahead and ultimate her, he's coming out with trample. Double strike. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. Then I got a Primal Calamity. Only 1 copy because it's legendary and it's like costs 1,000 to drop it. But it's a 9/9 with vigilance, reach, and trample. Now, one of the downside is if I do go ahead and ultimate Salmon and I drop this, I'm not going to get the trigger. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a cast like I tap my mana for it. It's a special cast, you know what I'm saying? So I don't get that trigger. At least I don't think so. I haven't really got a chance to ultimate Salmon and get this. But, with my year's knowledge, I don't think I get to trigger that. But who cares? I just got a vigilance, reach, trample, 9/9 for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, if any deck is going to utilize Salmon's ultimate, is this deck. Trust me, you're not going to see nothing like this because they just want to copy Teck decks. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, now to my favorite, the OG of this deck is the Sun's Avatar. You're getting a 7/6 for free if you play with Salmon's ultimate with trample, vigilance, and haste. And it says whenever Sun's Avatars deal combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. Put any number of dinosaur creature cards from among them onto the battlefield and the rest at the bottom of your library in random order. Now, I mean, need I say more? You know what I'm saying? That is the OG of this deck. I mean, if you can ultimate Salmon or even drop these for free. I mean, not for free, but you know what I'm saying? Like, tap it and drop it. Because you got plenty of lands. It can happen. It's a mid-range deck. You should not lose to an aggro deck. And you can tangle with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? So you should be able to hard cast one of these cards. Or, you could play 4 Salmons and keep it protected. And go ahead and ultimate Salmon. I guarantee you, one of those 2 things are going to happen. I only played play test this deck twice, and I already got to drop Primal Calamity and Sun's Avatar in separate games. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the land is there, and Salmon is that backup to get these out of there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to make this video too long, so let's go ahead and go to the other sorceries or whatever. um, I'm playing 3 copies of Commune with Dinosaurs, 2 copies of Blossom of Defense, and 2 copies of Heroic Intervention. Now, what you're probably thinking is, too many creatures, not enough spells. But I beg to differ. And I don't have a side deck really formed yet. I didn't want to, give a half constructed side deck and say, here, this is just something thrown together. I like to play test a deck, multiple times before I can finally come up with a solid, strong, sideboard. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have one constructed fully yet, but trust me, it's going to definitely fit in. But right now, the primary reason for my chosen cards here is to protect my creatures, of course. I know. One is to fix my mana, because, I mean, with play testing it so far, it still kind of feels like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I don't just hit every single land every turn. So this definitely helps me either get a creature or get a land. I mean, the card itself is explanatory, really. But Blossom of Defense and Heroic Intervention is the best cards that I can put in this deck. Now, of course, depending on what your opponent is playing, in my sideboard, I do have some Abrades. I do have Lightning Strike. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my sideboard is going to be more aggressive to decks that, either have artifacts or just a whole bunch of little creatures I just need to just go ahead and kill. But, like, the primary of this deck is to keep my creatures protected. You know what I'm saying? So, if I do want to chump block, but play Heroic's Intervention, so their creature dies and mine stays alive, of course. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of these cards here, is to keep my creatures protected. Like I said, my sideboard is going to be for the artifact decks or the token decks, you know what I'm saying? Or even, mirror decks. You know what I'm saying? I'm building that slowly but surely. But, for these cards, it's to protect my dinosaurs. Pretty simple, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to the lands. Finally, the lands. Alright, I'm running 24 lands. Like I said, I thought about running 25, but I thought that was a little too much. So I'm running 3 copies of Oasis, 4 copies of Rootbound Crag, 4 copies of Unclaimed Territories, 6 forests, 5 mountains, and 2 plains. Thought about running run plains, but sometimes, the land doesn't come out like you need it. So why the heck not? Just throwing that 1 extra plains just in case I need it. You know what I'm saying? It's really self-explanatory here. The Oasis is a plus because if you know that they're not going to block a creature, or if they don't have any creatures to defend, you can go ahead and give a token, a 3/3 dinosaur token, make it a 6/6, and give it double strike. Now you just swung for 12 damage. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm running 3 copies of this, because when you get this, it'll definitely set you up for the next turn. They did go ahead and ban the ramming up red land that does 2 damage to your opponent. I was running 2 copies of those in my last deck, but of course, can't play it now, so whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but everything else is kind of self-explanatory. Like, for the Unclaimed Territories, go ahead, claim dinosaur. It's a dinosaur deck, whatever. One time I did have to do human, to go ahead and drop my mana dork, but that's just one of those rare occasions. Whatever, don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? Everything else should be pretty cool. Once again, sometimes you might just want to take out a forest, add an extra mountain, just depending on how you feel about the deck. So, I think I've done enough talking so far. 20 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video. If you watched it to the end, I definitely want to thank you. Go ahead and please subscribe. If you heard me talk this whole time and you haven't subscribed, you was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, subscribe, like this video, help your boy out, and I will continuously help you out with unique, competitive homebrew decks. Once again, it's your boy Young Preach, Pastor Magic, Bruce Lee of this Magic game, and I will see you guys next time. I don't know when that's gonna be, but it's gonna.